Hi everyone, you're now listening to episode 50 of the Tilton to the podcast, hosted by me, Tabriz.
And me, Faisal.
Yeah boy, we're back, episode 50, this really is a milestone.
It is, it's a big one.
Half a century.
And we're doing it a bit differently.
We are currently recording this live on video. So, whether you're seeing this on YouTube, whether you're seeing us on Spotify, seeing it on Apple Podcasts, hit a like, give us a share. If you're watching us live, you'll see two caps on. The Barnet is a Madders underneath this, so...
Yeah, you'll be happy to know I'm getting a trim tomorrow, so...
that was pretty funny,
rest assured.
That was pretty funny. Over the weekend, you just moaning non-stop about your hair.
Yeah, it was not playing ball.
So bad that you've now booked it in, the soonest opportunity? But there you go. You won't be seeing the Barnet, don't you worry. Next week, you'll see it in the video. But, yeah, episode 50, man.
Yeah, it's a big one. It is a big one.
It is.
We've already hit that year mark.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, at the
we
podcast.
Are. Don't worry about it, mate. You got that stat right.
Yeah, we've missed 3 episodes in the last year. Not bad going.
Exactly. And we said we were going to do something special for this. So, we don't have any special guests. You're stuck with us two. But we realised, didn't we? People don't really know a lot about us.
No.
So maybe episode 50 is probably a bit too late to do this, right? Probably would have been better the first episode of the podcast, but we're here and we're going to give you a bit of an insight about us.
Quite coincidentally as well, it happens to fall on international break, so it is a perfect segue.
The stars quite literally aligned.
Exactly.
So, before we get into it and you get to know a little bit about us too, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. So as always, check us out on our social media. You can find us on Instagram at the Tilton 2.
Yep. Twitter and Facebook at the Tilton 2.
Yep.
YouTube, the Tilton 2. If you're already watching this, you know this already. So like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, are we getting a like? Are we doing a like target?
Yeah.
We're going to
25.
Yeah, exactly. 25. And if you haven't, go back, check the other videos. Whatever the like target is, make sure we're there, alright? But, yeah, make sure you check us out on our social medias. New videos every Wednesday, 12 PM, and podcast out every Monday.
Every Monday.
Exactly. So, how's your week been first, Mum?
Trying to remember what we did. Last week was Cheltenham, that was a write-off. This week wasn't much, was there?
What, Mother's Day?
Yeah, Mother's Day.
Forgot
we
that
went
one.
out for a nice meal. Not so nice for you.
Yeah.
Facing the after effects today, but we won't go into that.
Yeah, wasn't even drinking.
No. It
But
was
frequenting the little
boys' room.
The little boys' room earlier today. Maybe we don't indulge into this one a bit too much.
We don't indulge.
You know, maybe we leave that one there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Quite one, really, isn't it?
It was a quiet one, yeah. I mean, we tried going out on Saturday, was it? We tried going out on Saturday.
Well, we had one drink at the Grand Hotel,
yeah.
Plumbing it. Full plum.
Yeah, a full frozen plum. I was thinking, okay, well, I guess I can eat it if it's on offer. But no, it was frozen to the core. And I didn't feel like sucking on it for the rest of the night, so I left it in the glass. Wasted plum.
A wasted plum. Rest in peace of the plum.
Rest in peace of the 2 plums.
Yeah, exactly.
All the plums lost their lives that night. But we then carried on into Birmingham and very uneventful one this weekend.
Yeah, I think the catchphrase for the night was from you, anyways. You on it?
You want it?
We'd go to new places. Are you on it?
Was that what the night was?
That for me is literally, it was so dead, we'd go in there, and I know you wanted to go as well, but you were going, no, you want it. Oh, right, mate. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm ready to cut shapes if the time arises.
Oh, really?
If you are feeling it and you think, yeah, we can stay here, then okay, I'm going to have to settle in, I guess.
Episode 50, get to know us. Let's delve in. So, previous episodes, and we're talking a while back for the real OG listeners, we used to have a feature which is coming back, and if you want to be involved, you need to reach out to us. We have a feature called the Tilton Two of the Blue. Just to invite any fan, anyone that reached out to us, get on the podcast, and we just have an open chat. We always used to start off with an icebreaker, didn't we? Or the
quick fire round.
The quick fire question. The quick fire questions. So we're going to give you the not so quick fire questions here. They used to run on, didn't it? Right, who's going first, Fates?
Why don't you go first? We'll ask you the question first.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
Okay. Firstly,
question 1 in the hot seat.
What got you into blues?
I have to give you credit on this one.
Thank you.
This is why.
So I do go first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is you. This is why you wanted to ask the question first. So
it's a funny backstory to me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the conventional story of getting into football. All the Blues do, really. A lot of lads grow up, their dad's a big football fan, and I guess you just follow who your dad supports. Our dad's never been a massive football fan, really, has it? We've kind of dragged him through it with us. So I was a little bit polluted growing up, I have to say. Waters were muddied. I'm ashamed to say this
Why
on
don't you
camera.
cut to the chase and say what we were all waiting for?
Well, I didn't support a team for a long time.
You did, okay.
I didn't. Never supported the Villa, by the way. That's not where this is going. But yeah, I think when I was about 10, I might have had a season supporting Man United.
Oh, really? A season?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't remember this. I remember multiple. There was definitely multiple shirts you owned for Manchester United. Yeah, for sure.
I don't remember that.
And it definitely ran for more than one season, for sure. There's no way it was one season. But yeah, you were a United supporter. I remember in childhood you being a United fan.
It's because I didn't know any better, mate.
Like, obviously we watched football and stuff, we enjoyed football, but from what I remember, for whatever reason, you were a United fan.
Our memories are different. It definitely weren't multiple seasons, mate.
It wasn't one season, I can tell you that.
Okay. Alright. But yeah. So
I remember you owning at least black shirt, white shirt, must have been a red one in there for sure. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it wasn't all three that you owned in one season.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh really? You went for the away, home and alternate kit?
I went for shin pads, the socks, the shorts, the rain jacket,
let's go for a middle ground then. Let's say 2 seasons then.
But either way, you definitely got me into blues, and you made me see the error of my ways pretty early. And when you think about it, man, you must have been so young. There's 3 years between us, and I'd say I got into blues, started supporting blues at about 11.
Yeah.
So you, 3 years younger.
Yeah, I was probably like 7-ish, maybe.
Well,
yeah, I must have been.
I was 11, mate. Yeah, about 7.
I must have been.
I was about
obviously
10, 11
we watched
then.
football before that, but yeah, when we actually got into it.
Yeah. So go on then, let's reverse. That's my story.
Yeah.
You were the one that got me into it.
Yeah.
What was it that got you into it?
I mean, obviously, like I said, we watched football. I used to love, like, obviously Arsenal, the Invincibles. That was like the first really, season and stuff where we were really into football at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously, watching like the Prem and that sort of stuff. Then it was like those top stickers that were a huge thing.
Good. Yeah.
That was like obviously in school. That was like everything.
Yeah.
Obviously owning all those stickers, all that stuff, like every season. But then when I was in like primary school, is that what it's called? It is, isn't it? Primary school, like year, whatever it is. So around like 6, 7. I remember one of my friends. He did a tour around St Andrews as like his little birthday present. That was like the first proper. I already like sort of liked blues around that point, just because they were like the local team, and it was, even though I hadn't been to a game at that point, it was the team to support basically. But yeah, once I went around, obviously the ground and sort of looked in the back room, went up into the box, went out onto the pitch, that sort of thing. It just started from there really, and then we obviously started going to games and that sort of stuff. I remember trying to convince you to become a Blue Nose, and to be fair, I don't think it was that hard really.
Yeah, well, there you go, thank you. Not
Yeah,
digging
yeah,
out too
only because I think you were on it to basically be able to watch
Yeah.
football live.
Big time, yeah.
And yeah, as everyone knows, once you go to a Blues game for the first time, it kind of sticks with you. So
I know, it is a gift and a curse, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah, we never had the conventional route of, our dad supporting anyone,
Nah.
really. Or even us liking football was kind of something I think for both
Yeah, it was
of
just
us.
for both of
We
us. We
both
liked
played
playing
football
it,
when
yeah,
we were
exactly.
really young and played it from, God, since I
Yeah,
remember.
literally like 4 or 5 we probably played it.
Yeah.
I played it before I even watched it, to be honest.
Mm.
But yeah, just went from there.
Yeah, I remember sticking you in goal. How funny was
Yeah, I
that?
know, we'd be in the
Especially when you
garden,
were
you'd
younger,
stick
because
me
you were
in
one
goal.
of the smaller ones in your year, weren't you?
Mate, massively.
Yeah, exactly. And then telling you, yeah, you should go in goal, you should go in goal. I would just like literally boot balls.
And I used to think, oh yeah, like in my head I'm thinking like Fabian Barthez,
Yeah.
Mike Taylor, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking all these different keepers in my head.
In reality, you've got this little ant in goal.
In reality, I've got
jumping
these
around.
absolute dead gloves on, doing nothing.
I know, because you even went through a phase of actually buying the Blues keeper kits, didn't you? Do you remember?
Maybe.
You had Mike
I mean,
Taylor on the back of your
yeah,
top.
yeah. I used to love Mike Taylor.
Man,
I
who
still
did
do.
love Mike Taylor?
Exactly.
But
yeah, I mean, I never played in goal unless we were like playing
unless
in
it
the
was
garden.
FIFA Garden.
Exactly,
in the back.
FIFA Garden.
FIFA Garden in the back, and I'm just absolutely rifling
And I'm
balls.
playing
at you.
rush keeper
Yeah, balls gone into the, it's smashed into the window the next one.
so many times.
But yeah, anyway, we are veering off
Yeah, I know.
off script here.
Again, we have to say this is comically not so quick fire.
No, that's the whole point.
Okay, so.
Right, me asking you a question now.
Okay, go on then.
First Blues memory. I reckon we're gonna have the same one. On
Yeah, I know. I could go for what I just said, which is kind of the real one, which is obviously having that sort of tour around the Blues ground. But the genuine, I guess, real one is our first game, I guess, that we went to.
Yeah.
Which was a friendly,
Mhm.
Mallorca.
Yeah. Many moons ago.
Many moons ago. I remember like being buzzing just to get the programme. Like,
Oh no.
I made an issue of getting a programme for the game and all that stuff.
Like at half time we went and got 2 kids.
I know,
Away.
crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's a weird one because I don't actually remember much about the game specifically,
I remember we lost.
other than like just enjoying, obviously being there. I remember like the look of the ground, like the atmosphere and all that stuff. But
Is that the first football game I think? I don't know. Had you been to a football game before that?
potentially, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, because that's the first football game I ever went to.
Yeah, I mean, we were young. I must have been like 6, 7.
Yeah. I remember, you go out, obviously, the first time you see St Andrews, especially if you've never been to another football ground anyway, like the pitch looks like carpet.
Yeah.
I remember the sun was shining. It just looked amazing. And I don't know what it is. Obviously, you can't beat a ground that's full. But at the friendly, everyone's kind of stuck in the cop, weren't they? So you're sitting there, and obviously you can see the rest of the stands. And I even remember thinking like that, even though the stands were empty, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Even that had an element to it.
Even now, still, I know I'm biased, but even now when I go to St Andrews, I mean, it hasn't got the same allure with the lower Tilton and the lower Cop being out of action.
Not when you see it on Sky Sports.
Yeah, I mean, still when I go to St Andrews, I still love it when you see the pitch open up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I am biased, I'll be the first to admit.
No, but it's amazing when you
is.
come down through the Tilton and you just, you come in and then it's all, once you just go over and you're going down the stairs and you see it all open up.
Yeah.
And then a night game, what beats it?
Oh, yeah.
What beats it? But, yeah, do you remember, I think the one goal they scored, Mallorca, it was a bicycle kick, do you remember? And I swear it was Eto'o.
Oh my god, I do remember. I swear Eto'o was playing at the time.
Yeah, and I swear he scored the bicycle kick.
That is crazy.
So, I'm pretty sure of that. I'd say I'm 95% sure that's what happened.
I know, let's go into the archives
and dig it out and let's see if I'm wrong. But
I'll put in text if it's right. If it isn't in text, I probably forgot.
Ding! Yeah. I forgot post edit.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I think that's definitely my earliest memory of Blues. And like I said, we went full out from there, didn't we? That was,
literally.
For me, that was it. That was caught the bug then, and then
Yeah.
we've been, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first like consistent memories we had as well. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but the first proper like consistent memories we had as well. Do you remember when we had that like 5-game like ticket?
Yeah,
Do you remember
that was the
that?
first time we went with Dad.
Yeah, and we were sat in what's now the Jill Merrick.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was wicked. There was some proper good games. I swear there was like
Yeah,
Liverpool.
because before all of that, we used to go to like the odd game and stuff like that, or try to go as many as possible. We'd never had like a season ticket, or we'd never had, like a consistent thing. When it was when we could, or when Dad would take us. We were so young back then. But it was the last 5 games of the season. It was when we had all of the, what I think was like some of the players we had. Remember Zarate?
Yeah.
When he was absolutely firing, when he was on loan with us. And like you said, some of the games that we got to see, we saw Man City, we saw Liverpool. Who else did we see? I think Blackburn Rovers. I don't really care about Blackburn Rovers. No offence.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we don't need to name all 5 games,
no.
but yeah, some notable games for sure.
Yeah.
And I remember, that was the first time like we proper interacted with other fans.
Oh mate, it was crazy.
That was a really good time. Yeah.
There was like a group of lads or a group of guys.
I mean, yeah, they were probably
sitting
like
around
similar to Dad's age.
Yeah, definitely. And that again just made it.
Yeah, that made us even bigger.
Because you'd go every week. Everyone, you'd be celebrating all together, and again that made us both, didn't it? Bite the bullet even harder for Blues, and just having 100%. That. And I have to say, one of the reasons why we started this podcast, wasn't it, to get that feel back, because it's something that's been missing.
Yeah, that's what we love. We love going and interacting with other Blues fans, so it made sense.
Yeah, and after that season, we then got a full season ticket, and it's been pretty much history ever since.
Yeah.
So, that's a good memory, mate. That is a good memory. I'm going down memory lane now.
Yeah, it's because as well I had that memory in mind, and then I saw the next question, and I don't want us to repeat ourselves too much.
Okay, so the first Blues,
we can. This one will be quick.
Age-wise, I don't know how old I was.
Yeah, I mean, I must
say
have
how
been
old I was.
Oldest 8, like I'd say 7 or 8.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Obviously 11, 12, 10, 11.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do remember it literally like it was yesterday. So. Yeah, man. Great times. God, we were saying, weren't we, as well, slight tangent again, but the days of Blues in the Prem.
Oh, yeah, crazy.
The buzz around the place, everything, even just the pitch, the way, there's something about it, innit? When you get to the Prem, it really is showtime,
yeah, it's different. Completely.
The atmosphere is different. Going back, and seeing a St Andrews absolutely packed, everyone kind of, having something really exciting to even... I don't know, every week had a buzz around it, didn't it? And I remember that season, especially when I think about it, probably because it is so significant to me at first, like half season ticket or whatever. But everywhere had a buzz. All the players, you thought, Joe Hart in the sticks, it was, mad. Right, sorry. Next, favourite manager?
Oh, that is a hard one. I mean, for me, genuinely my 2 favourite managers turned out to be traitors.
Really?
That's the problem.
Oh,
because obviously, just from growing up, I would say that my favourite managers were Steve Bruce and Alex McLeish. I really liked as well.
Go on then, give us a reason why you like both. Yeah.
I mean, McLeish was probably the one I liked the most, really. Bruce was like a manager when I first started supporting Blues, and obviously I enjoyed all that. But I think McLeish was one like when I was actually old enough to properly get involved with Blues. Obviously McLeish was the manager. I don't know, I just thought we had a really good team at the time. Played good football. I felt we were like strong at the back, and we played like what I see as Blues identity basically, which was
hard to breathe,
nitty gritty, hard at the back, and we did get results. I mean, obviously it spoke for itself. We've got our best run.
Got our best league finish, didn't we? I think we finished 10th, was it 10th for life?
Yeah, so, and like I said, I just liked the players that we had at the time.
Yeah.
So he would be my favourite, but obviously we know what happened with him. Traitor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely dilutes the water a bit. What about you?
Okay, so there's 2 that come to mind. McLeish is definitely one for me, and that's because I think you summed it up. It's hard to not say him just because he steadied. Well, felt like, yeah, he brought the identity back. We had our most successful spell. You know, it was the Blues wonder years underneath McLeish, to be fair to him. I don't think we played the most exciting football at all, but it was really effective. Our back line was as strong as it's ever been. Obviously, the Carling Cup win. It was just huge. It's hard to not say him, even though we went down under him. It was still, even up to that season, you know, it was just, we were still good. The plays we had, like you mentioned, I have to say McLeish for me. But yeah, Traitor, Judas. The other one.
Another one?
The other one is Gary Rowett.
Yeah, obviously.
All the tough time we had, and all the rubbish we had before Rowett came in, to see him literally steady the ship and genuinely push us at the table, and we haven't had that.
Yeah. I mean,
to that level that Gary Rowett did, even under Gary Monk. Gary Monk for me was another good one.
Yeah.
But we've never had, you know. I just think like, yeah, we don't know what was going on behind the scenes with Gary Rowett and if he was looking, but man, when he got sacked, you know, just outside the playoffs, we'd won that night. I just have to like think, well, what could have been? Do you know what I mean? Where would we have gone under Rowett?
I remember being at work and seeing it, and I was like, what? Like, yeah. I mean, to be fair, one of us should have gone for that answer, so we were different.
But also, Rowett was sandwiched between like two bad spells.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even after Rowett, who replaced him? Zola. We know how that story went.
Yeah.
You know, he could be one of the next in the next question. To be fair, but again, and I say this all the time on a podcast and, you know, on the YouTube videos as well. For me, us having someone who we connect with as fans is huge. And for me, Rowett was that. We got him, he got us, we had an amazing relationship, or as good a relationship as you're going to have with a manager. And for me, I looked at Rowett as the future, you know, a young manager. I thought, right, we're going to stick with him and he's going to build. And why wouldn't we? Look at our position, look how we were doing.
Yeah, we were doing really well.
So, yeah, I think obviously all of the managers are kind of marred with down points, but I'd have to say one of them too. And if I had to go with one, just for nostalgia and the feelings I had watching the team playing stuff like that, you know, like Kevin Phillips, James McFadden, you know, plays for me I used to love. I have to say McLeish, yeah. Okay. But I'd say Rowett is up there. But again, that's because of my kind of nostalgia and the memories that I associate with that manager. So yeah, McLeish for me. Right. Is it me asking you now? I can't remember. Let's go for it. Worst manager?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned him. It probably would be Zola who takes the cake for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely up there.
He's definitely up there.
He's definitely up there. I just remember just what a terrible season it was, because I had a season ticket with one of my mates. I remember we were there when we were watching the game, like, it was just so depressing the whole time. I don't know whether it was the weather that year or what. The football, like, it was so frustrating to see, because you knew, you know, they wanted this entertaining football or whatever it was. And you had some players, you know, genuinely looked like they had something to them. You had some passages of play where you thought, okay, I kind of see where they're going with it.
Yeah.
But it was just, yeah, I mean, the results spoke for themselves. It was ridiculous. Like, you talk about football being a numbers game and stuff, or potentially, you know, yeah, you run 10 games back, you'll win one of them. I mean, you literally couldn't buy a win that season at all. And just to see, like, Zola, who I rated so much as a player, and to see him, you know, like, obviously all the fans rightly so on his back, to see him, like, so stressed, so unable to, like, seemingly control the players.
Yeah.
And himself, really. Like, he seemed like just like a broken man by the end of it.
Definitely.
It was very depressing. I mean, the only other one as well, like Karanka, definitely.
There's so many.
Comes from, yeah, there's loads. There's absolutely loads. But just the ones that stand out to me in my head straight away are Karanka and Zola. And I'd probably go with Zola, personally.
Okay, it's interesting, man. That is interesting.
I'm also hoping it's different to you as well.
Yeah, it definitely is, yeah. I mean, my worst manager is Steve Cottrell.
Okay, yeah.
Steve Cottrell, like, what? What was that?
Yeah.
What was that? Honestly,
it wasn't good.
What was that? I understand the decision behind getting him in. with Harry Redknapp. Obviously, him and
I
Harry
mean, yeah,
Redknapp,
I mean,
him and
it
the
didn't
number
seem
2.
too bad at the start.
At the start, okay, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw, okay, Harry's gone. Steve Cottrell makes sense, and everyone around Blues and the fans, everyone was saying, no, don't worry about it, man. Steve was taking training. Harry was just, like I guess the head figure of the changing room, But Steve was doing all the hard work behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. And, yeah, it just went from bad to worse. And I've never, ever seen a manager or as much of a toxic feel around the club as I did under Steve Cottrell.
Yeah.
From his press conferences when he's blaming the players, to his arguments with fans getting, away games and stuff like that. They were going around on social media, the words he was saying, just, basically taking no accountability. It was just shocking. And he was with us for way too long. He should have been gone earlier. But for me, it has to be Cottrell. And that was just toxicity through and through.
Yeah. I mean, that is the story, really. It's either with Blues recently, it's either we keep a manager way too long or we keep them too short.
Yeah. Or we just make the wrong appointment.
Yeah, we make the wrong appointment.
We seem to be going for like big names without any, again, and this is the owner's problem. But yeah, we go for big names. Like I said,
get into that rabbit hole.
Getting rid of Rauer and bringing in Zola. Why are you bringing in Zola? Because he's a big name.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And I do feel bad. Zola's definitely up there. But you can't get mad at Zola. He's little Gianfranco Zola, little cutie pie. Little cutie pie Gianfranco.
Little sweetheart from down the road.
He was, well, not from down the road, but yeah.
He is. You can imagine him. He's your neighbour. You know what I mean?
Okay,
The garden in the front lawn and he peeps over the fence.
Yeah. But yeah, he was definitely bad. Lee Clark was a joke. But he was so bad it was almost funny. And then you've got...
Okay, we're going to run through every manager.
Karanka. No, but it's just notable mentions in it.
Go on then.
Aita Karanka as well, the one who
we don't
shall
name
not
him.
be named. It's that bad. But I'm going to have to go with Steve Cottrell because, again, I've never seen anything so toxic in my life at Blues.
Okay, next question.
Right. Shall I ask you?
Yeah, I'm struggling to read that one, so you'll have to...
Oh my God, the eyesight.
Yeah, the eyesight's a bit wavering.
There's eyesight ain't what it used to be. Okay, all-time favourite Blues player?
Oh, that is a hard one. I mean, to be fair, we mentioned him the other day, and it kind of just comes to mind now, just because when I was younger...
Oh, you're going to say the same as me, yeah.
Oh, serious?
I reckon.
Do you know what, is it blonde?
Yeah.
Oh, God, okay.
Absolutely.
Should I go for someone different?
An iconic number 9 years.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, cool, perfect. That is another one, absolutely. I was going to go for someone different.
Alright, oh yeah, okay, I know.
Yeah, I'm going to go, I literally mentioned him the other day, saw a couple of highlights again, it just...
I think it'll be a lot of people as well.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to say Seb Larson. Is that who you're thinking?
I wasn't going to say that.
No, is that who you were
But that's who
thinking?
I reckon there's a lot of people
yeah.
and who you will say,
Yeah, just, I mean, there's not a lot really to explain about it, to be honest, other than when I was really getting into Blues, when I was, literally starting out as a Blue Nose, actually being conscious of the fact rather than being a little kid. He was, obviously in the team, exciting to watch. I remember literally every free kick thinking like, we've got a genuine chance of getting a goal here. Just, obviously like I mentioned before, like the way the team played, the team set up, all these things, he just comes to mind as being a staple. So, I mean, it's just like, when I think of Blues in my head, growing up, he's just one of the first faces that comes to mind.
Yeah.
There's others as well. If I'd add honourable mentions, I loved Christophe Dugarry.
Everyone loved Christophe Dugarry.
Yeah, who else? There's loads of players, literally loads of players. List. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, for me, it's Mikael Forsell.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
I know, he was another one. I remember being you remember we used to do those football camps?
Yeah.
You remember? And I used to love them. And obviously, being a Blue Nose, I used to think like, playing up front and stuff. I used to literally imagine myself as Forsell.
I had the blue boots, the blue vapors. As soon as I could get them. I was able to get them. I bought them just for Forsell. His little, he'd man, this is so pathetic, but I remember like so much into him. Like, he used to wear the little sock guards, so I used to wear the sock guards. Everything about him, he was quality. And man, have we had a player like that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a proper goal scorer.
Yeah.
And people forget how flary he was as a player. Like, he was quality. Do you know what I mean? And he loved it at Blues.
Still looks good for his age.
He does look good for his age.
Still looks good for his age.
He does. But
Could
man,
come back.
Man, we could use him as well. But he was just absolute class.
Yeah.
And again, he for me has got so many memories of
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
club
obviously.
buzzing.
That was literally, when we were really young, he was the guy, like...
Yeah. And then obviously he came back for a second spell.
Yeah.
It was just like, he's just like a Blues legend. And yeah, like I said, proper exciting goal scoring player. He really was. He was that number 9.
Yeah.
And you know, they are few and far between. So for me, it has to be hands down
Yeah.
Mikael Forsell. And if I wasn't going to say Mikael Forsell, you know, I'd say Stan the Man, Stan Lazaridis.
Oh yeah, obviously. Well, you both used to love it.
Lazaridis. I don't know if
Images
he
of
lived
him in the
around
yellow
us,
kit, mate.
but yeah, man. And his little old Nike Tiempos he used to wear, and then he'd bombing down the wing.
Yeah,
he was
literally.
quality. I used to love Stan
And
Lazaridis.
another little, I want to give a little tip of the hat. I'm actually wearing a hat now, so...
Oh no.
A little tip of the hat too.
Let me guess.
No. What do you guess?
I reckon.
No, I'm going to go for a little modern
Oh,
now.
right.
Absolutely loved Shea. Still love Shea.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved him though. Before he went on that crazy season where he scored like 20
Oh
plus.
no, he was cool. He was cool.
We both loved him, but I absolutely loved him. Loved him. And then obviously, even though he only played one season, I have to shout out Jude.
Yeah.
Jude's my boy. Come on, Jude.
Jude.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Okay, next question.
Right. Go.
What is it? Biggest Blues flop?
Oh, so you read that one, did you?
Yeah.
That's
I read
hilarious.
that
That's the
one.
same distance and the same font.
I know, but I'm just, you can slowly peer out letters.
Integrity is a big thing, Mama. Integrity is a
It's
big
fine.
thing.
I'm absolutely doused in integrity. There's almost too much integrity. on me.
Clearly. Right. Biggest Blues flop. This is a tough one. And I promise you, we haven't looked at these really before. These have been in the bank of questions. We haven't looked at this, wanted to do this off the dome. So it's real, it's genuine, it's raw. There's so many Blues flops.
Don't protest too much.
Well, it's the truth. There are so many Blues flops. So many Blues flops. You know, one that comes to mind again.
I was thinking, how much more are we going to stall here?
No, because I'm genuinely thinking, but the one that comes to mind so much, Marcus Bent.
Yeah?
Do you know Marcus Bent?
Yeah, I remember Marcus Bent.
Signed
obviously.
him. We paid for him as well. And he was awful. And I say that because it'd be me, you and Dad every week.
I know, hoping he did something.
And it was just shocking.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Like, it was absolutely shocking. He was like Driftwood. Up top, he was crazy. Another one that speaks to mind. People again probably won't even remember him. He was that forgetful. Carlos Kostler.
Yeah, that is a bit off the wall. But he is a flop.
Absolute flop.
I mean, there was loads of flops. There's literally loads of flops. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brain for any now. Most of our signings are flops, to be honest. They are though, aren't they?
It does seem like Blues sometimes can be a bit of a graveyard for players'
No,
careers,
I mean
doesn't
it does. I mean, you look at literally, like, I don't know why I can't look past as early as Sunjic, to be honest. Like, I think for the money
What
we
do you think
spent
is such a
on
flop?
Sunjic.
Yeah, well, he's our record signing.
Mate, I mean, come on, what is it, 7 mil?
7 mil.
Like, he is not 7 mil worth of player. I know I'm trying to be topical here now as well. This is how I'm approaching this right here. But it is true, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I agree.
if we sell him on, which we want to do, we've
7
already
mil.
spoke about this. Like, man, I'd be happy if we got 3 mil.
Mate, I'll buy
To
you
be
under
honest.
for 3 mil.
Like, yeah, I mean, that is just really bad business. Like, don't get me wrong, he does a job sometimes, but we've already said it, like, when he does a job, you're praising his work rate rather
Yeah, that's a
than
good point.
him, like, putting a ball over the top.
Yeah,
If he plays a player through, honestly, it's like, my jaw's hitting the ground, because
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, fair enough, he's done that.
Yeah, me too.
It's not a standard thing for him to do. He can't just runs around and hopefully blocks the ball or something. But who else comes to mind? I think, like you said, Marcus Bent is a great one.
It's just because that's
for
very
sure,
personal
like,
to us,
as,
though,
as
isn't
we
it?
grew up.
I think that's very personal to us.
Definitely.
We would always moan about Marcus Bent. He
Yeah.
was so crap.
He really was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just thinking of modern players here, but yeah, I'd probably go with Marcus Bent as well. To be fair, when we were growing up,
I think that for us,
or
like I said, if
or
you knew us back
Sunjic,
then,
mate.
bloody hell, Marcus Bent really was like
yeah, he
the
was
topic
like our
of
top,
many
exactly.
conversation,
yeah,
especially when you
he's-
play. I remember you, or even Dad was just like, a lot of, not one of us anyway, all these players are all ballers and all of that, but we were genuinely looking at Marcus Bent so many weeks when he's playing, just like, I don't know how you slip through the cracks, mate. I don't know how you slip through the cracks, or how you can go to bed at night if this isn't you playing on 10.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Because
yeah.
how can you collect the check knowing you're playing this bad?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to say him. But yeah, there are some honourable mentions in there as well that we could go into. But Marcus Bent. I wonder how many other.
I know, yeah. Get in the comments and give us your
also think
answers to
that.
these questions,
Yeah, definitely,
please.
definitely.
Especially that one, because that one's throwing me off. I'm trying to think of all.
He's
There's
rattled.
so many flops.
He's
that-
rattled. He's rattled. Alright,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe we do a little feature on social media. There's an idea. We can put the questions out. Right. Next one. Interesting. Player you'd like to see at Blues.
Oh man.
But with this one, we can go two ways. You can go unrealistic or
Yeah.
you can go realistic. Let's
Yeah,
go
yeah.
realistic.
Let's go realistic. Okay. If you've got an answer already, by all means, take the spotlight. I'm still formulating
I
it.
do have an answer already. I say that as I'm going, But I think for us,
man,
we
going
need...
realistic, it's so hard.
Yeah, it is. But I think for us, you can see the impact that, let's say, Chong's had
Yeah.
in our team of being that calm,
Yeah.
right? And it is. You have a real good attacking midfielder. I think it makes the world of difference, right? So I'm going for someone in the cam position, and the one that comes to my mind, and he's doing a bloody good job at the minute, is Todd Cantwell.
Yeah, but is that realistic?
Well, it's more realistic than me saying.
Yeah,
Lionel
okay,
Messi,
so that's
isn't it?
fine then. That's fine then. So okay, I can give answers.
He's a
then.
championship player.
Yeah, perfect.
And I'm slightly aiming for the stars. I'm not going to say, I'd love Onel Hernandez to start, right? But I'd say Todd Cantwell, I think he's got everything. He's got swagger about him as well. He can play a ball. He can run with a ball. Yeah, for me, in that cam position, if I could get anyone in I'd go Todd Cantwell. Genuinely, I rate him that highly. And I don't think it's someone, we're not going to go for him. We wouldn't be able to get him, but it's not Lionel Messi, is it?
Yeah. I mean,
So I'm gonna go
he's
Todd Cantwell.
yeah. I mean, when he was at Norwich, I really rated him. I thought he was going to be like a next big thing.
I mean, he is.
I
He's
think
doing
with
he's
Bournemouth,
playing
like,
quality at
he
Bournemouth.
is good, but I don't know. I think he's not as good as I once thought. But yeah, I mean, if we had him, I think it'd be
Lights out.
game changing. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm trying to think who's. I mean, I was thinking of like literally Crystal Palace. Like they've got some ballers like Conor Gallagher, Zaha. I mean, imagine we had Zaha.
So you're going crazy.
Eze.
Yeah. So
Come on, bring Eze in the door.
Yeah, Eze graduated the championship.
Oh no,
mate.
it's with fine colours.
finished.
No, someone I was thinking,
Come on then.
genuinely, is that chair.
Oh,
Chair?
because he ripped us a new
mate,
one.
he ripped us a new
This is
one.
the
didn't he?
QPR cam, isn't it?
Yeah, he
Liam
is crazy. Or whether it was
He's
that game or
good, he is
what, but
good.
he is crazy. Like,
So you're going off, a geezer who ripped us to pieces.
so basically,
Fair enough, yeah.
basically, yeah. I mean, Todd Cantwell would be good. Again,
Oh,
I
don't say
think-
this after you've
I
gone.
don't think it's realistic. I think I mean, chair's not
Chair's
realistic
not realistic,
either.
mate.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go League One here then, you know what I mean? I don't know who do I want, like, do you know what I mean? Chuck Zanike back. I want Chuck Zanike back at the door, please. You know,
Who's on the free agent market, mate?
exactly.
Andre Wisdom.
Let's get him back in the door, please. Let's give him another 4-week trial
Yeah.
and put him in the
And not-
23s.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And not give him a sniff.
Yeah.
Alright then, so you're going with chair.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of like, literally like good players that
But position
good
wise,
players.
maybe go.
There's loads of
go-
good players.
That's a good player.
that they could be.
Leave your impression.
But yeah, I mean, definitely, I'd say like we need like a Cam or
Cam,
someone
isn't
just
it?
because either a cam or some sort of winger. That's
It's that
exciting.
final third that we always
Yeah,
need a knock
for
and
sure,
done with.
for
So
sure.
if you can have someone,
It'd
who,
have to be an attacker,
yeah,
without a doubt. Ideally, someone who can play make as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the mould of Todd Cantwell or Chair or someone would be perfect.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know who genuinely an actual realistic name we can get in the door is in those positions. I genuinely don't.
that's going to be a big job for both.
Yeah,
of
it's
us,
a huge job for
Go
both.
back and listen to the other videos
Exactly.
and podcasts to hear more. Alright, okay.
I've got an easier question now.
I hope so. I hope you're alright with this one. Fave kit.
Yeah, I mean, this one's a real easy one, to be fair. Mine is just the Penguin kit.
No, how boring.
I know, it is
No,
boring,
it is
but
a lovely kit, isn't it?
literally, yeah. I mean, when we saw it in the shop, we literally bought it, didn't we?
When I did like, the remake.
The little replica stuff, yeah.
Man, I've worn that out.
I know.
As in like a proper t-shirt.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I've
Going
got it
into
as well.
town.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy, but
Yeah, it's a nice kit,
no,
mate.
it is proper nice.
No, yeah.
Love the
you
badge
can't
on
go
it
wrong
as
with
well.
that. Yeah, of course. It's our little logo, it's the Penguin kit. But, so that's your answer. That was nice
Has
and
to
easy.
be. Has to
I'm going to go, I think it was a kit either before or after the Penguin. It's the, do you remember? All blue.
I'll try and get a picture and put it up here. Again, if it's not there, I forgot.
Yeah. But all blue and the blue Adidas lines and then just a nice tree, was it just tree for whatever you call it, the Adidas badge
Right.
and the Blues badge. And that was so clean and nice. That's what I mean when we had Adidas as our
Yeah, I know, and they actually...
as our
Cares.
sponsors. I just think, oh man, why don't you just go back to that plain blue Adidas lines, go for the vintage, you know, like Adidas Originals, Tree 4, whatever you call it, badge or logo, and then the Blues badge. And that for me, I think would like sell like crazy. That, you know, which one else I loved? I love the Phones for You. That again reminds me of Dougaroo. Phones for You kit, that was really nice, the blue one. It had like subtle little lines on it. But yeah, if I had to say one, I'd say the Adidas one.
Okay.
Never saw the Blues playing it, too young.
Interesting.
But I'm just thinking, it's versatile, mate. It's versatile.
Another one you can wear out.
The boys on tour, you can wear that, looking, you know, your Sunday best, stick that on. Ladies love it.
Nice.
Come on. So, yeah, I'm going with that one. Alright. I'm going to throw a curveball out here now. We have come to the end of the questions, but I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
What's your favourite Blues memory?
Oh my.
Favourite? Could be anything. Specific to you.
Oh man. You really have thrown me under the bus here. I mean,
As you look into space.
yeah, literally, because it's like, what can I say is my favourite Blues memory, because
I think just it could even be a game that just stands out to you. It might
Yeah.
not be significant at all, but for you personally, it stands out.
yeah, I mean, definitely. Oh, who was it against? It was against City, wasn't it? That game where Zarate literally chipped the ball
Oh,
over
yeah.
in front of us in the
Right
John
in
Merrick.
front of us, yeah.
That was a really good memory. I mean, obviously the Carling Cup was a great memory, but it also wasn't as good for me because I unfortunately couldn't get tickets, and annoyingly there was girls that I knew in my year that did get tickets that weren't even Blues fans, so that was like a very frustrating time. So I don't know, I think memory where I was actually present, probably that game as just like a standout moment, the atmosphere, being in the Prem games. Like I said, those 5 games that we had in the Prem stick out to me so much just because the opposition that we saw, the atmosphere, the fact that we had like what felt like a little community there, what got us basically into Blues, and yeah, the exciting football we had really. I know what yours is going to be. I know what yours is going to be, and I wasn't present at the time, but what's yours then?
Yeah, I mean mine. Yeah,
Might
'cause
surprise me, maybe.
I always go on about it. No, it's definitely what you know. Pitch invasion. Yeah, that for me. I mean, there's been loads of pitch invasion. Well, it feels like in my time I've followed Blues, there's been multiple pitch invasions, and every single one I've been on the pitch before. I'm gonna lose my season ticket.
I know, yeah.
I'm gonna strip it
The
off.
one-way tickets
But-
are getting banned.
The one I remember the most is, again, I think it might have been against Blackburn Rovers. I think. We went down.
You love Blackburn Rovers, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's 2 honourable mentions of Blackburn Rovers here.
But yeah, I think it was Blackburn Rovers, and we got relegated. And I remember everyone was like, I mean, what? This is why Birmingham City are the best. What team has a pitch invasion when you're going down? But yeah, everyone run on, and I remember like, oh, do I not? Because the stewards are there. Once everyone gone, it was.
I
Like
know, and then
free-for-all.
obviously you're with Dad.
And I'm looking back, my dad's standing there in the stands, and he's there, you know, you could see, he's kind of like, oh, should I go? And I literally just grabbed him and pulled him over.
Yeah, big boy.
And I know, mate. And then once we were on, that was it. It was a free-for-all. It was mad, because you had Gary McSheffrey and Fabrice Muamba. You know, all the players are still coming off the pitch. So I've gone over to Fabrice Muamba. I've said, I can't remember, I've whispered sweet nothings into his ear.
Boy.
Yeah. And then Gary McSheffrey, I jumped on his back. And that game, I think he played crap. And I was moaning to my dad the whole game. But yeah, in Gary McSheffrey's ear, I'm there going, mate, I love you, man. You played sick.
I was thinking why you were going red when we saw Gary McSheffrey in the Resorts World.
I'm thinking. He's going to remember like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old me.
Yeah, trying to get on his back.
Yeah, I mean, how sad is this? And then I remember I went to the centre circle of the pitch.
Yeah, this is the punchline right
I
here.
picked up some grass and I put it in my pocket. And when I got home, I went into the garden and sprinkled it on the lawn.
Like it's the ashes of a loved one.
Thinking as if, yeah, in our garden we're going to have St Andrews.
No, we have. We've got St Andrews turf in the back. That's why it's so beautiful out there.
But that's mental.
Mm.
But yeah, in my weird head,
in reality, like some worms ate it and it got blown in the
In
wind.
reality, it just got blown,
Yeah.
and it's just grass. So
Another one
Come
I
on.
literally thought of, which is, again, I mean, it wasn't like a great game or anything, but it was a big moment for us. Our first away game, I'm pretty sure it was, Man U Blues. I think we'd lost like 1-0.
we did. Rooney scored.
To go to that game, obviously, one, because I know you were such a United fan, and two, because obviously we got to go to such an iconic ground and see Blues play, and then we saw like the players like Rooney and all this stuff.
I was in Chucha.
Yeah,
Remember
that
Chucha
was a really good memory. I remember having, like what you had today, I remember having that all the way on the coach there and on the coach back and having to hold it in. And we won't get more graphic
Oh,
than that.
really?
But I remember,
remember
mate,
that.
you must have remembered. You just have forgotten, because I remember literally being to you and Dad like, "This is bad," but we made it.
So bad. It's bad when you get the sweats in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
literally.
anyway, none of that. But yeah, I think that wraps us up, man.
It does.
I think that wraps us up. I hope you've enjoyed episode 50 of the podcast. We're back next week and we'll be back to normal.
Yeah.
But again, hope that just gives you a little bit more information about me and FaZe. If you've got any more questions or want anything answered or anything at all, get into our DMs.
Yeah.
Check us out on social media. Please like this video, share this video, comment, subscribe.
Make sure you comment and give us your answers
Yeah,
to some of the questions.
yeah,
I'm definitely intrigued about the flop, your favourite players,
Definitely.
worst managers, favourite managers.
Yeah, and if
all
you
of
agree,
those.
don't agree, definitely get in the comments and let us know. But again, thank you so much for making it through this, if you made it to this point, and yeah, we can't tell you, how much we appreciate all the support.
Help
in
us
getting
hit that
to
like
this.
target, 25 likes.
Yeah, and help us get to 100
Yeah,
subscribers.
that's a big one.
But yeah, I think we have to say, always on the podcast and videos of this, but a genuine thank you. We've got to episode 50 and it is mental to think that we've been on this journey
Yeah,
together.
it's mental to think we've got literally anyone who
I know.
listens or watches, let alone people who genuinely listen each week or actually enjoy our content. So
Exactly.
a massive thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better, little bro. So thank you so much. Again, we'll be back same time next week, episode 51, and another new video. So until then, keep
Right on.
right on.